All right, wrestling fans, I'm standing here with Big Donnie post-Thanksgiving night. Where the world happened with James Brody?
I don't know where he's at or what happened to him. I told him what I was going to do, and I did it. There was only one of us left, Brody. Now I don't know where the hell you are. Nobody can find you. Nobody's seen you. Nobody knows if you're dead, alive, whatever. But I got to move past that. Maybe eventually you find your way back.
Hey, I've known him since 1993. Nobody really cares if he's dead or alive. But
Brody, one of us had to keep going down the road. That's me. I don't know where you are. Don't know if I'll see you again. But now's the time to move on. I'm past that. What are we doing?
Who knows? Hey, just they're going to line them up, and this man's going to take them out.
Line them up. I'll take them down one by one, five by one time. It don't matter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week, the last Battle of Burke, you saw it here Thanksgiving night. Big Donnie, James Brody, just chaos and brutality inside that cage on the concrete floor, Redbeard, and poor James Brody. We saw if you saw it like we did, you saw what happened to him, and where's he at? We knew he was taken to a local medical facility after this, but we haven't heard anything from him since.
Just absolute unbridled chaos we saw during this match, Michael. And as you said, we have no idea what the condition or status of James Brody is at this point in time. All we know for sure is that these two men beat the loving tar out of each other in an amazing spectacle of violence that you will only see here on NAWA. As you see here in these highlights, both men just absolutely worn out, bloodied, battered, bruised. An amazing, amazing match where these two men, once brothers, absolutely brutalized one another.
Well, as you could tell, Big Donnie was up on his feet, talking, walking around. He was able to get up from that spear through the steel cage and walk away, but James Brody was, like we said, transported to a local medical facility. Not exactly sure his condition. Where is James Brody? When will James Brody be back? Will he ever be back? Will either of these two men be the same after the last Battle of Burke? Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to go back and check that out if you haven't seen it just yet. But again, we're looking and trying to figure out what has happened to the wild man, James Brody.
For honor, for glory, for wrestling. Huzzah, adventurers! The king is here. And very soon, the Retro Warrior will be ready to make his debut for NAWA Wrestling. After searching the lands for the most challenging opponents possible, the legend of Solar continues his noteworthy adventures inside the squared circle, seeking the very best competition that only a true hero would require. But as you might guess, it is dangerous to go alone. So who better to fight evil with than the Sword of Destiny, Steve the Sword. So I, Chris Solar, the protector of wrestling, the hero of wrestling, and the king of wrestling, look forward to whatever challenge awaits me in NAWA. And to whomever ends up standing across the ring from me, they better be prepared for battle. Because I'm always prepared as I fight for honor, for glory, for wrestling. And why, you ask? That's simple. Because that's what heroes do.
Well, Redbeard, this guy, King Solar, looks just like he's right up your alley.
Well, this is a retro competitor. What can you say here, Michael? He's got influences from a lot of different things. We'll see what he can do here in competition with NAWA's best.
Well, we're going to hear from him here in just a second. And, ladies and gentlemen, he'll be debuting and later on against the television champion, the Texas Outlaw. Talk about him making a debut. This guy's got his hands full. I don't know if old Steve the Sword's going to even be able to help him against the Texas Outlaw.
He's going to need all he can get there when he comes into the ring there. Takes on the Texas Outlaw for the TV title.
All right, wrestling fans, I'm standing here with the man from the faraway kingdom, Chris Solar.
Huzzah, adventurers! The king is here. And why, you ask? I am here to lay claim to the throne of NAWA. With my sword Steve in my hand, which has been passed down for generations, a blade to fight evil in the wrestling ring. I'm here to dominate NAWA.
There you heard it, folks. I think he just quit his job down at Medieval Times, but he's going to be a wrestler.
Well, you got a nice chuckle there, Redbeard, about the Medieval Times. I know you're a huge fan of that, but now we're here for our in-ring day. Here we go. We got Tim Hunter, the Nature Boy, stroking Tim Hunter, taking on the debuting Shane Austin, Redbeard. He's a veteran competitor around the area, was big in the PWF. Yeah, there's a documentary out about that too. Maybe
Sure is.
about it.
Two competitors here who definitely have veteran standards in terms of what they're bringing to the ring. There you see Shane Austin on the left-hand side, Tim Hunter on the right, and they are ready to get underway here. Austin, as you said, Michael, has a very long tenure in this area, known for being a competitor in various promotions around North Carolina. Hunter, obviously, no slouch either. He's been a part of our roster for some time here. Did some tag team competition, but now looking to get back into single swing.
Well, stroking Tim Hunter and Shane Austin, they are no strangers to each other. I mentioned the PWF. Both of these gentlemen competed in the PWF. They've competed all over the Carolina since then against each other. And here we go. The rivalry continues here today on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Look at that. He's stroking the midsection there. Tim Hunter just putting the shoulders right into the midsection of Shane Austin here.
Hunter's trying to get in there quick as he can, definitely giving up some
Holy
size advantage.
Christ. Big elbow there.
As you said there, Michael, he's giving up some power and size advantage there to Austin. Look at that. Wow, big-time offense there. Going off the ropes, sending down a big elbow there right into the chest of Hunter.
Shane Austin is not playing around here and making his debut. Double underhook suplex, turns him inside out. He goes for the cover.
2,
and
3.
Just like that, Shane Austin wins his debut matchup. The feud against Tim Hunter has been a long, lengthy one, but it was a short matchup here today, Redbeard.
Wrestling fans, I'm standing here with the hated Chase Lovelace. You got Chris Phoenix coming up. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I have no idea who Chris Phoenix is.
I have never heard of him.
Exactly. So, as you'll see tonight, me going out in the ring, pinning Chris Phoenix 1, 2, 3 easily.
It shouldn't take you long. He'll be out to dinner in 2 minutes.
There you hear it, folks. Later on here this evening, you'll have a matchup featuring Chase Lovelace taking on Chris Phoenix right here on NAWA.
There's not a better face to represent the United States of America than that face right there.
I am the face of America.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Lil Donnie, I predicted it a year and a half ago, the new face of America, Lil Donnie, Redbeard, yes!
Oh, man, Michael, I know you're the fan club president, but come on. The face of America.
The fate of America rests on the broad shoulders of Lil Donnie.
We're doomed.
Boogie, are you? Can I ask you a question? Is wrestling fixed?
Never broken. Never.
Yes, okay, thank you, sir.
Joking.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Thank you, sir.
Woo, Master, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant. Handsome Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man. I'm telling my people, my brothers and sisters, yours truly loves you all. Now, hey, y'all, I have a wrestling camp in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's called BWC, Boogie's Wrestling Camp. Hall of Fame Museum. Come if you want to be a professional wrestler, valet, or a referee, or a timekeeper. Put up the ring, brother. Anything. We'll teach you all. Do interviews. Do it all right here at BWC.
For more information on Boogie's Wrestling Camp Hall of Fame Museum, visit jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh, yeah!
Hi, everybody. My name's Ted, and welcome to my TED Talk. With me today, tell us your name.
Brayden Marshall.
Mr. Brayden Marshall. You know, over here at TED Talk, we like asking questions.
I see that.
My first question to you is that hat really 10 gallons?
It's a real hat. That's all you need to know.
All right. Well, we don't really need that right now. Okay, second question. Are those gloves really leather? Did you kill that animal Did you kill the cow yourself? I know you're from Texas.
I didn't kill. No animals were harmed in the making of my gloves. At least not by me.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, okay. Okay, for my last question, you know,
Yeah.
They say from Texas there are only two things, steers and...
You got one thing right. There are two things that come from Texas. That's cattle and thoroughbreds. And you're looking at the thoroughbred, Brayden Marshall.
All right. Oh, well, all right. Well, let's just... This is my good buddy, Brayden Marshall. And this is TED Talk, signing out.
Michael, I'm not sure what to make of that there with the TED Talk, bringing in Brayden Marshall, the thoroughbred, but my goodness.
I don't know what idiot thought it was a good idea to give that idiot a talk show segment on this show, but it's happened, Redbeard.
It's there, but now we're back underway here with more action in the ring.
We've got High Performance. He's taking on the debut in Squeeks the Clown, one half of the ice cream truck, Redbeard. He's without his partner, dump truck here, but he's taking on High Performance, and he's trying to chop that tree down.
Well, once again, you get a sort of a mishmash here in terms of sizes. Squeaks definitely overpowering this young man by virtue of probably, I'd say, at least 100 pounds, Michael.
He might outweigh this kid by 200 pounds, but here we go. What's he doing here? He's got him in a reverse choke. Holy Christ, he just pancaked the kid's face.
High Performance
on the canvas.
Suddenly down low, my goodness.
And the performance is over as Squeaks the Clown dominates here in his debut against High Performance, ladies and gentlemen. Now we just saw that TED Talk. Now we've got Brayden Marshall is apparently not happy with how that went. We have got a match between Ted and Brayden Marshall coming up here later on in the show, ladies and gentlemen. But my God, well, he insulted him.
We'll talk about a segue there. This is going to be a tremendous opportunity for Brayden Marshall to get over on Ted there.
Well, later on we also got Chris Solar making his debut against the Texas Outlaw for the television championship. That matchup is later on. You're excited to see Chris Solar debut, I'm sure, Redbeard. And also we got that huge main event. Chase Lovelace makes his debut against the young upstart Chris Phoenix in the main event coming up later, ladies and gentlemen.
Lots to look forward to, folks. Stay tuned.
Well, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the new face of America, Lil Donnie, Redbeard. This is amazing.
The face of
He just
America.
went from being the sexiest man in Canada for 3 years in a row to the face of America. This man is he's international.
This is a truly amazing turn of events here. Lil Donnie bringing in the spirit of freedom, the spirit of America. What can you say other than that, Michael? And, oh, my goodness. Who is this man that he's being challenged by?
He's taking on the Crucifer here as Lil Donnie. He looks to carry the weight of America across his back and make it great again, as that orange man said.
The Crucifer here peppered him with right and left hands, and now taking a couple of stiff shots himself here. Looks like the grape-flavored Kool-Aid man almost, but my goodness. Lil Donnie throwing him in there with a freedom shot across the bow. Now tosses him across the ring once again. Big-time clothesline. The Crucifer is down.
Well, what's
and
he
look
doing?
at this.
You know, he played football for the Burke County team, whatever high schools around here, if they even have high schools. Here he goes.
Puts a big shoulder tackle in him. 2, 3.
And the new face of America is victorious. America victorious here this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling as Lil Donnie puts away the Crucifer.
Proving yet again America is number one, Michael.
Look at that, the red, white, and blue, the face of America, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, wrestling fans, I'm standing here with the Saturday Night Superstar, Tony Benge. And we got the open door policy. He went to South Africa and he beat one of those Simpson kids to win the world-class light heavyweight championship belt. He's going to bring it to the NAWA and he's going to be defending on this very program in a few short weeks. Chris, what's happening, Tony?
Golden Glare number 2, I'm going to say it's good to see you again. It's been a while. The COVID, you try to shut us down. But like you said, I went to South Africa. I come in with the gold, and everybody talks about all the great competitors are right here in NAWA. And I've been here before, and I've been here again. But this time I'm here with the gold, and I'm going to defend it each and every week. And the top stars are here. And from what I understand, I think the best light heavyweight guy you got here, what they call him, high performance, is like what, 100 pounds, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, you ain't got a problem with that. Why don't you get me on your show? Let's go back. Let's go in the back talk. We'll be back. I'm going to try to get on this podcast.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from Tony Benge. He's carrying around the World Class Wrestling Council Light Heavyweight Championship right here. And you know, if you got a belt, you're from another promotion, you bring it here, we'll let you defend it.
Absolutely.
Tony Benge is going to be defending that belt later on, but here we go. This is kind of turning into a little heated situation between Brayden Marshall and Ted.
As you saw earlier in the show here, folks, these two had a interesting exchange there, for lack of a better way of putting it. Brayden Marshall obviously showing some frustration in having been a part of that exchange there, now looking to get some comeuppance here from Ted, who has been doing a pretty impressive job of evading Marshall here. Now drop toe hold right into the corner there.
Now Ted just paintbrushing the back of the head of the big Texan here. I don't think Brayden Marshall's going to take too kindly to that.
Absolutely.
The Ted seems to think this is a joke, that they're just playing around, because he thinks Brayden Marshall's his pal, that they're friends, but I don't think they've ever had any interaction until the Ted talk, which he insulted the Texan here.
None that I can recall there anyway, Michael, but look at this. Ted continuing to have some offense in getting around the ring here, knocking Brayden Marshall down once again. Goes for a cover, lackadaisical one, only a 2 count. Marshall, with that big upper body strength, pushes him right off. Now, look at that rake of the eyes. I think Marshall is now frustrated to the point where he's going to start laying into this kid.
He's definitely had enough of Ted and the Ted talk. No more talking from Brayden Marshall. He whips him across the road to the corner and hits him with that big stampede and splash there.
Tie him up here. What's he going to have planned for him, Michael?
No, Ted is fighting. It looks like he's trying to hit him with a belly-to-belly. It's successful.
Oh, wow.
That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Ted is done.
2.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ted's still fighting through that, Michael.
Well, Ted is he hasn't won a match here in NAWA since making his debut, and I hate to point this out as well, but I don't think Brayden Marshall has either Red
Well,
Beard.
there's going to be a first-time winner here, regardless of what happens, for sure. Now Marshall putting the boots to Ted as he's tied up in the bottom rope there.
Yeah, both men looking to make their mark here, and I wonder if Ted's regretting those words. You know, asking if his hat was a 10-gallon hat, and if the leather on those gloves was real. And
Ted's in a bad way here now as he's facing that pinfall opportunity. But who's to say Ted even remembers
well, you know what
he said to Brayden Marshall there?
Ted said there was 2 things from Texas, and he didn't really say what they were. Do you know what they are?
We'll leave that where it lies there.
Well, I really want to know. You can't tell me?
Brayden Marshall seemed to imply
Come on, you got to know. You look like a smart fella. You're a nerd. You got glasses on.
I'm not from Texas, though. So.
Well, whatever happened to that Stuart Snodgrass? We could have asked
to find
him.
out. He would probably know. He would research and study and research, but, you know, he's not here yet. So what can we say?
Well, he hasn't been around in a long time.
Sure hasn't. Stuart, if you're out there, we miss you, brother. But Ted now in an even worse way. But look at that, fights out of that body slam. Now going for a side Russian leg sweep. Wow.
2 things from Texas. 2 things from Texas.
Steak and what?
I can't figure it out. Well, somebody's going to have to. Somebody email the show. Make a comment in this comment section below so we can figure this out. But Ted and Brayden Marshall have spilled out to the floor, and what is Ted doing?
Action going to the back behind in the locker room here. What in the world, Michael?
Ted just put his arm around him and walked him to the back.
Referee counted to 8. And double disqualification, Michael? My goodness.
And you can hear the commotion going on backstage, but not sure what's going on back there. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
A new Fire Pro Wrestling game, huh? I got this.
Kenny Omega's starting out strong. An elbow to the face. Omega won't take this sitting down. And a low blow. He'll be feeling that tomorrow. This can't be good. It looks like a devastating pile driver.
Not like this.
Is this lights out for Omega?
Kenny!
But wait. Kota Ibushi's at the ropes. Begging Kenny to tag him in. Turn your living room into a ring with Fire Pro Wrestling World. Fight alongside and against your favorite New Japan Pro Wrestling talent in the all-new scenario mode. Edit custom wrestlers, title belts, and more to book your dream match. Then, share your creations online and battle with players from around the globe.
Golden Trigger!
Who do you have in your corner?
Tag a friend, and we'll see you in the ring.
Fire Pro Wrestling World, available August 28th.
Hey everybody, it's Redbeard. Come join me at my YouTube channel, Wrestling with Redbeard, where you can find classic match videos featuring talent like Cedric Alexander, Tessa Blanchard, Jackson Riker, and more from before they were household names. You can also find my blog, podcast, and other great content, all right over there at the Wrestling with Redbeard YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and here we go. Down in the ring, Tony Benge has got that world-class Wrestling Council Light Heavyweight Championship that he won in South America. He even defended it in Los Angeles against Golden Gladiator number 3 after he went to a Motley Crue concert.
There's a third Golden Gladiator?
Yeah, remember they were tag team champions for a while?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still amazed
been a while
to
since
see.
we've seen him around here.
It is. It's been a while since we've seen the man, but my goodness, Tony Benge sees that shoulder block there from one of the interns here. Now bouncing across those ropes, and both these men showing off light heavyweight standards. Now look at that pinfall, too.
Well, I don't know if Tony Benge, he's kind of on the, looks like he's on the verge of that light heavyweight, the weight limit here, Redbeard.
205 might be a little bit stiff there.
Oh, that's a little stiff shot to the rake to the eyes, a thumb poke. Now he's just taking out the knee. Mr. Saturday Night Superstar Tony Benge is just taking it to this intern here.
Chop block was the first thing that initiated that, and now the intern is in a bad way. Benge dragging him over that bottom rope. Going to put the target on that left knee. My goodness.
He's working the lower extremities of this intern over really well. Here we go. What's he doing? Spinning toe hold. Haven't seen this since the days of Dory Funk Jr.
It's still just as effective.
Oh, and he's tapping out. The spinning toe hold gets the win. And still, your world-class Wrestling Council Light Heavyweight Champion, Tony Benge.
All right, wrestling fans, I'm standing here with one of our own. He's from Stony Point, North Carolina. He's from Alexander County. He ain't afraid, he ain't ashamed to be backwoods. And he's here, our champion, our fighting champion.
Fighting champion, that I embody fighting champion. Anybody that wants a shot at this can get in the ring with me. I put it on the line against anybody. I ain't afraid of nobody in the NAWA locker room. Anybody wants to get some of this, they can get all of it, and that's what Backwoods is all about.
That's right, folks. That's why I saw that 30-06. I'm glad I'm retired.
Folks, there you hear from our champion, Johnny Wright, is showing off that 30-06, that ripcord right hand he's used to beat so many of the competitors that he's faced here as a fighting champion in NAWA. But right now, we've got the debuting Chris Solar. Oh, wow, look at that. Trying to go in here against the TV champion, Texas Outlaw, and look at that.
So much for the legend of Solar, Redbeard. This is your new favorite wrestler.
Solar ate the bookend of that whip that Texas Outlaw brings to the ring with him. But my goodness, Solar here immediately in a bad way.
Well, you talk about bad luck. Bad luck is making your debut against this big, violent Texan from Amarillo, the Texas Outlaw, the NAWA television heavyweight champion. He's yet to be defeated here in singles competition here in NAWA since debuting a few months ago.
if you're going to come in, this is definitely an opportunity for Solar to show himself here and what he can do. But, man, live, like you said, Michael, look at this guy. This is one of the biggest men we've got on the roster here for sure, and he has been nothing but impressive since debuting here in NAWA.
Well, we've seen a lot of hype behind the legend of Solar. We're going to see what the hype is all about. Can he win the TV title in his debut? Can he do something impressive here? But, oh, that big forearm that just puts him down.
Killed too much time there at Solar.
I want to point out something, Redbeard. J.R. Murdoch is not ringside with Texas Outlaw. We're going to have to find out where his manager is. But look at that big double underhook suplex as Texas Outlaw is looking to end the legend of Solar. King Solar here.
Look at that. Steps over into that Texas Cloverleaf.
Sorry about your luck, Solar, but Texas Outlaw has put him away here in his debut. And still the NAWA television champion, the Texas Outlaw. Wait a minute, he's got that
bullwhip there.
Whoa,
oh, God.
Here comes Shane Austin, who we saw debut earlier. He's going to put an end to this.
Shane Austin in there, a big man himself. That might be a hell of a contest there between those two men, Michael.
I don't think Shane Austin takes too kind of that bullwhip being used as the Texas Outlaw. Minus J.R. Murdoch gets the win and defends the TV title, but will we be seeing a future matchup here down the road? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it now. Outlaw's got a video he sent in.
Well, folks, Outlaw here. I've been getting a lot of questions and comments about what the old jailbird's up to these days. It's been a week or so. I'm going to go down here and make sure the fine-tuning on his rehabilitation is working. Jailbird. Jailbird. Oh, son of a... Jailbird! Got it. Jailbird!
Well, Redbeard, we've been seeing these videos for months of Outlaw capturing Jailbird and putting him in isolation, but he's escaped now. But let's go down to the ring. Our main event this week, two young up-and-comers as Chase Lovelace is taking on Chris Phoenix here, Redbeard.
Jailbird out in the wild there, definitely something to be concerned about, but my goodness, now we've got a great competition here between two, as you said, up-and-comers in the ranks of NAWA. We saw Chris Phoenix here debut a while back, and he was very impressive. Now Lovelace looking to do the same here as he looks to join the roster here as well.
As you can see, the T-shirt of Chase Lovelace called the Unbookables. That's a stable of wrestlers around the Carolinas, and they've been pretty dominant in other federations. We've actually seen a couple of the other Unbookables here in NAWA before, and Boomer Payne and Adam Jackson a while ago, but now Chase Lovelace is making his presence felt here. You think he can get the win here? He's going to have to do a lot to put Chris Phoenix away.
Well, we're going to see how it goes here. Lovelace right now definitely in command of things. Both men probably on a fairly even keel in terms of experience, but look at that. The nuances there of a true villain shining through as Lovelace now in command here, scoops up Phoenix, slams him down. Now going back right into that submission maneuver there, trying to work over the head and neck of Phoenix.
Yeah, he's got that side headlock cinched on real tight. You can just look at Chase Lovelace and tell he's a cocky little SOB. He's full of himself, and he's impressed with his own abilities, Redbeard.
Well, that's something that permeates that group you mentioned, the Unbookables. They're known for that cocky attitude, having seemingly been denied their opportunities in other areas. But now Phoenix in command floats him over with that side headlock takeover.
You got to wonder if this is going to be the only Unbookable we see here in NAWA going forward, or will we see more? What is Chase Lovelace's plans here in NAWA? But right now his plan is he's got to put away Chris Phoenix here in our main event today.
Look at that jackknife cover there by Phoenix. Couldn't get the job done, but still an impressive maneuver by that young man.
If you want to see more exciting action like this each and every week, join us Saturdays at noon right here on Facebook and our YouTube channel. And make sure you go back through the vault and check out all the past action. Redbeard, we're over 150 episodes, and Chris Phoenix is on the floor.
I tell you, Chris Phoenix is in a bad way here suddenly. But look at that, they're starting to make a comeback. And folks, we have never had to make a comeback in terms of our show because we've been here consistently for going on 2 years here now almost, Michael.
Something like that. But look at this, springboarding up over him, rolls through, ducks the clothesline. Catches him with a stunner. A beautiful move there by Chris Phoenix.
Impressive piece of offense. 2 count, though, only, says the referee. Lovelace clutching that bottom rope like it was his mama, trying to get some help here and get away from Phoenix.
He's grabbing that ear is Chase Lovelace.
Phoenix in the ring here trying to get the man back in here to acknowledge the competition at hand. Phoenix would take the win, I'm sure, by count out, but he doesn't want to go that route for sure.
That's not the way Chase Lovelace wants to make his debut, is losing by count out, but just ringing it. Now he's unleashing some fury here. These big Muay Thai knees right to the face of Chris Phoenix here.
Now just raking the nose back. My goodness, he's got him fish hooked there, Michael. Goodness.
This is something that we did not expect to see out of Chase Lovelace. This vicious streak here. He's just hammering him with those elbows and just stretching that arm. He's going to pull that shoulder right out of his socket.
Look at the shoulder. My goodness, Michael. That is not supposed to go in that direction. Now Lovelace showing really and truly what kind of competitor he is here with this violent streak suddenly emerging. Look at that, though. Phoenix drops him down. Started to look as though he was going for some kind of hold for his own there.
Like he went for a pin attempt, but now they're back up on the feet, exchanging forearms as he shoots him off and hits him with that back elbow. I don't know if that's going to be enough to put him away, but it's worth a shot here, and he only gets a 2.
Thought he had him stunned there, but still enough in the tank by Lovelace to get out of that pinning combination. Phoenix pulling him up off the mat.
This is a first-time meeting between these two. They've never been in the ring with one another before, so it's going to be a chess match, a back-and-forth matchup to see who can. Look, here we go. This could be it. 1, 2.
Only a 2 count, says the referee. That pinfall there came out of nowhere, Michael.
He's able to cradle him up there, almost got the victory. Was Chase Lovelace.
Nice stiff shot there by Phoenix. Shoots him across. Old reversal there. Oh, wow. Major league clothesline there by Lovelace, showing again that vicious streak that he has. Now going for a pinfall. 1, 2, only 2. Still got some energy in the tank there, does Phoenix.
Well, both of these young men know the importance of this matchup. They both know the importance of getting a victory here today.
Oh, man.
Both of them need it desperately. Chase Lovelace more than Chris Phoenix here, but both men could use the W here in the main event. Oh, he's just readjusting here. Got him in type of a Walls of Jericho, Boston Crab type maneuver. Just putting that knee right into the shoulder blades, putting all the pressure on the spine.
Once again, you have a submission attempt there by Lovelace. And that was, as you said, Michael, one of the more painful maneuvers that you could ever possibly think of, putting the knee square in the neck. But now Phoenix over there on that bottom rope trying to get some relief here.
He's got his arm and his forearm wrapped over that bottom rope. That Chase Lovelace trying to cause more damage to that left arm and shoulder area. He's kind of really focused his attack on that arm, but really everywhere, Redbeard. Chase Lovelace is just aggressively attacking his opponent.
There's more of those knees you were talking about there, but look at this. Phoenix now kick to the gut, spins him around.
Wow, not even sure what to call that, but now he's got him in a submission hold.
Innovative maneuver transition, as you said, Michael, straight into the submission. Can Lovelace withstand the pain there of what Phoenix has got him in? Lovelace still trying to work through it here, and again, going to that bottom rope, trying to get some release here.
But just imagine having to carry the body weight of Chris Phoenix across the ring just to get to that ropes. Had to be taxing on the physical demands of Chase Lovelace as Chris Phoenix is going up to what you call, Redbeard, the high rent district.
Absolutely. Taking a long time up there. Going to give Lovelace an opportunity to recover potentially. Oh, look at that. No one home. Phoenix able to roll through it, though. Misses the clothesline, and there we have.
Well, here we go.
Crossface.
And that crossface is Chris Phoenix going to tap out here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to find out.
He's trying to fight through it, but he's in the middle of the ring. Bottom rope is nowhere in sight for.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the bell. We've run out of time here in our main event this week. Well, that's all the time we got. So long for now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you here next week.